Saving your first $1,000 can feel impossible, especially when you're living paycheck to paycheck, dealing with rising prices, unexpected bills, and the constant pressure to spend. But the truth is this: the first $1,000 isn't about luck, and it isn't about earning a lot. It's about controlling what you already have. It's about building a mindset that says, I am in charge of my money, not the other way around. Today, I'm going to walk you through simple, practical steps to save $1,000 faster than you think. Strategies anyone can use, regardless of income. No complicated spreadsheets, no extreme sacrifices, no unrealistic advice. Just real actions that work in the real world. The first principle is clarity. Most people don't know where their money goes. They think they do, but they don't. If you ask someone how much they spent last month on food, or subscriptions, or random small purchases, most people can't answer. You cannot save what you cannot see. So the first step is brutally simple. Track every expense for 7 days. Not a month. Just 7 days. Write it down in your phone notes or use any free app. The goal is not to judge yourself, it's to expose the leaks. Because once you see where your money is going, your brain naturally starts asking, do I really need this? Awareness alone can save you $100 to $200 a month without effort. Once you've built awareness, the next step is to create what I call the fast savings target. This is not a budget. This is not a restriction. It is a single number. How much you will save in the next 30 days. For most people, a realistic target is $200 to $300 in 1 month. That may sound hard, but stay with me, because by the time we finish, you'll see how to reach it easily. The reason this target matters is psychology. The human brain works best when it has a clear destination. If you say, I need to save money, your brain ignores it. But if you say, I will save $250 this month, your brain starts helping you find ways to make it happen. Now let's cut expenses the right way. I'm not going to tell you to stop living your life or to remove every pleasure. Instead, we target the expenses that give the lowest return for the money you spend. The first category is subscriptions. Most people pay for at least one they forgot about. Streaming services, apps, gyms, memberships, software trials. Individually they seem small, but together they can drain $50 to $100 every month. Cancel everything you haven't used in the past 2 weeks. Not forever. Just cancel it for 30 days. You can always subscribe again later if you truly miss it. This small action alone can free up a massive portion of your first $1,000. Next is food spending, one of the biggest leaks in every household. You don't need to start cooking gourmet meals or banning takeout completely. What you need is a simple rule: no order, no restaurant, unless it's planned 24 hours in advance. This eliminates impulse spending while still letting you enjoy meals out when you really want them. Combine this with buying groceries with a list and sticking to it, and you can save $150 to $200 a month without feeling deprived. Remember, we're not cutting joy, we're cutting autopilot spending. The next technique is the power 24-hour hold. Whenever you want to buy something that costs more than $20, you wait 24 hours before deciding. You don't say no, you just wait. This single rule destroys impulse purchases, which is how most people lose money daily without realizing it. The majority of items you want today are forgotten tomorrow. Every time you wait and decide not to buy, put the money you almost spent directly into your savings. Those almost purchases can build your first $1,000 shockingly fast. Now, let's talk about income, not in a complicated way, but in a practical one. You don't need a second job or a long-term side hustle to boost your savings. What you need is a temporary burst of extra income. A short sprint. Something you do for 1 or 2 weeks to accelerate progress. This could be selling unused items, clothes, electronics, old tools, workout equipment, even furniture you no longer need. Most people have at least $100 to $300 lying around in things they never use. And if you don't, you can still do small tasks: food delivery, online microjobs, dog walking, tutoring, or any quick gig. Even 5 hours a week can add $50 to $100 to your savings. Combine this with your expense cuts and now your $1,000 target is not just possible, it's inevitable. Next comes the most important part: automation. Saving $1,000 fast depends more on system than discipline. Willpower fails, but automation succeeds. Set your bank to automatically move a small amount, $5, $10, $15 a day, into a separate savings account. Daily transfers feel small, but they add up shockingly fast. $10 a day is $300 a month. $15 a day is $450. When saving becomes automatic, you stop negotiating with yourself. Your brain no longer feels like you're losing money. It simply adapts to a new normal. But there's a final piece to this puzzle: your identity. People who save consistently don't save because they have high income. They save because they see themselves as someone who handles money with purpose. When you shift your identity from someone trying to save to someone who respects every dollar, everything becomes easier. You stop wasting, you start choosing, and you begin building a future instead of reacting to the present. The first $1,000 is not about the amount. It's about who you become in the process. Once you save the first $1,000, saving the next $1,000 becomes 10 times easier. You start building confidence. You start believing in your ability to change your financial life. And that belief is worth far more than the money itself. So starting today, track your spending for 7 days, cancel what you don't use, cut the lowest value expenses, hold every purchase for 24 hours, create a temporary income boost, automate your savings, and step into the identity of someone who takes control. Follow these steps consistently and you will save your first $1,000 faster than you ever imagined, setting the foundation for a future of stability, freedom, and financial confidence.